G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be answering your AFL questions. So each Sunday night I'll be putting out a community post to chuck out some questions, obviously for you guys to reach out, and it could be a question about the round, it could be a historical AFL question. As long as it's AFL related, we're all good. So yeah, I'll do this each Sunday night, then read through who we have down below pretty much. We'll do a top three. Obviously, I've got 4 to 5, so I reckon I can get through all of those. So, Klinsman Cho, what have we got? Hi Tyson, hopefully first of many questions. Me too. Carlton the real deal. Will they make the top 8? Also, is the Cats older players catching up with them? Is there final chance? Is this their final chance to win the flag? Thanks, mate. Well, you've asked 12 questions there, mate. So, do I reckon Carlton are the real deal? They definitely look a lot better than what they have in previous years. They haven't gone 2-0 since 2012, where they went 3-0. Funnily enough, didn't make the finals after that. Overall, will they make the top 8? I see them making the top 8 for sure. Yeah, I reckon they'll be there this time around. They're the real deal. I can't answer that right this second, but the next few rounds will definitely state where they're at. Obviously, a good win against the Tigers and the Bulldogs, two pretty good opponents. Depends on how they go against games where they are probably expected to win. I don't think they were necessarily expected to win. Tigers, maybe I tipped them. They've got a weirdly good record against the Dogs, so maybe just give it a few more weeks before we know whether they're the real deal. It's going to be like that for a lot of sides. Cats on a play. Is this their final chance to win the flag? Well, I think their best chance to win the flag was season 2020, and they blew that opportunity. They obviously got Jeremy Cameron in 2021, so that's an amazing addition. Although their game style just doesn't quite marry up against the best sides, and I think Geelong are probably at least a rung below the absolute best teams in the competition. So, I mean, it is our best final chance to win the flag. I don't see it being much of a chance in 2023, but if you want percentages in terms of winning a flag, definitely this year. Otherwise, but I already think their opportunity's gone. So I hope I'm proven as wrong as humanly possible. At their best, they're very hard to stop. Teams don't let them play at their very best, which is in finals. That's my opinion. What do you think has been the biggest upset this year so far from Luke McMahon? Luke, definitely the Hawthorn-Port Adelaide game where they just got absolutely taken to the cleaners. At their home deck, another hefty loss is my biggest upset for the year so far. Braden Tatum. Hey there, is it safe to say Port Adelaide have fallen off a cliff and won't make the 8? They looked deplorable versus the Hawks. Cheers. Good question. I still think Port Adelaide will likely make the 8. They're in a very similar boat to Geelong. Their best chance was 2020. They were on top of the table. They beat the Cats in the first final, and they went to the Tigers, down to the Tigers by about just under a kick. So I don't know about falling off a cliff. I think they've just missed Charlie Dixon a lot. And they need to get back to some kind of defensive mechanism that isn't relying on Aliir. I think they make the 8. They've dropped off a bit, but, I mean, they were up against Brisbane by about 4 goals for the majority of it. Probably lost their way a bit later in the piece, but, yeah, I still think they're a good side. I just, again, don't think they're one of the best sides in the competition. Shannon Humphries, who will be winning the grand final? We've got Darren chiming in here as well. I think he's asked me something as well. Do I agree? It's hard to go past them. I mean, the Dogs have lost their first 2. There's not many teams where I'm thinking that are challenging Melbourne at the moment. We will wait and see how it all pans out. I tipped Melbourne for the premiership sort of going into season 2022. I also tipped Richmond for 2021 flag. Didn't quite pan out, but that's okay. Yeah, a bit leaning towards Melbourne. There's not many other sides at the moment that, yeah, there's a couple of sides, lower sides that you'd expect to be lower in the ladder are doing quite well at the moment. But yeah, I feel like Melbourne's the absolute benchmark. The way they play is so honest. They're incredibly talented, gifted, have absolute superstars everywhere. Got top 3 of the top 5 players in the competition in their side. So they've definitely got the talent. I think, the only thing that can happen is injuries or, something pretty crazy would have to happen, I think, because, Melbourne just look to be absolutely firing on all cylinders at the moment. A lot can change, but I don't see them steering away from what got them success last year, and I don't see sides being able to marry up with what they're delivering. Therefore, I believe Melbourne. Hopefully that's a good case. And that's all for me, guys. So, stay tuned for the community post. Again, I'll chuck it online probably Sunday night, something to that effect. You guys chuck in your questions, and then we'll just keep doing this. We'll keep rolling out the questions, and I'll keep rolling out the content. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want your AFL question answered, chuck it down below in the community post I do on this Sunday coming up, and we'll just rinse and repeat. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys kicking around. I'll see you in the next video.